Hi, I'm Gordon Williams at Zion Blacksmith School, and we're going to do making the longhorn steer video. Basically, it's a cutie little steer. He'll progress through these steps here, drawing the taper, splitting it, opening it up, rounding them, folding it, show you how I do it, and do his eyes. We're going to use only 3 tools, probably, well, I'm not counting that. Hold down, a hot cut chisel, of course your hammer, a center punch, we'll talk about that, and an eyeball punch. And I did show a video on how to make the eyeball punches easily, so you can look at that. Also, there's videos on splitting, that sort of thing. A lot of good head videos out there. I think John Patterson has really good ones. Shows you how to make critters and mules. Those are good. There's Iron Menagerie is a book. That's a good start. It shows you how to make the tools. Although I found that your heads will look better than the pictures usually. So a good place to start. Some of them are really good. Some of them I don't like that much. Some of them I've tried to change things that didn't work for me to try to make them better. And always try to make them work for you and what you think is better. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use 1/2 inch square. I probably have a piece about 10 inches long. I'm going to draw what's called a one-way taper, and I'll show you what that looks like. It tapers one way, but looking at it from the top view up here, this one's tapered. It should be square. Is a 1/2 inch wide. My taper is going to be 1/8 of an inch thick, 2 3/4 inches long, 1/2 inch wide. So we're going to talk about that as we go. So let me get this heated up and we'll show you. Okay, we're going to start our taper. We're going to start our taper close to an edge, and I'm going to start with this angle blow. So if I just hit that corner, I'm going to move steel really quickly. And as that goes down, I pull my steel, keep hitting that corner. The flatter my hammer is, or the more steel I'm making contact with, so is the anvil. It's going to take you a lot longer. Now remember, the beginning of a taper, which is narrow to bigger, narrow to its original thickness, is the beginning, is a small end. Get that accomplished, and then work yourself back. Don't start back here and go that way, because you'll be way too long and it'll take you too many heats. Always do the small end of your taper to the beginning of your story and the picture you want, and then progress to the middle of the story and the end of the story. So let me do one, and then we'll show you what that taper looks like. Again, I'm going to be close to an edge, but not on the edge of my anvil, not in the middle of my anvil, okay? Holding my steel flat, okay? And I'm going to push this down. As it gets wide, I bump it back to 1/2 inch, taking it down to my 1/8 of an inch. Okay? And now I'm just going to kind of clean it up. And I'm going to be almost there. Just cleaning it up. 2 3/4. Show you what it looks like in a minute. Just kind of cleaning it up, making it look nice. Okay. So it's kind of a one-way taper. In other words, it tapers this way, but doesn't change much on top. It stays about a 1/2 inch wide. Okay? It's about 1/8 of an inch thick on the end, and it's a 1/4 at my termination, which is about 2 3/4. So I get this part finished, and then I work back to where I want to stop. Versus start here and go that way, it'll get too long. Okay? Now I'm going to split it down the center using my hold down and my hot cut. Watch the splitting video. That might help you if you're having troubles. All right, let me get this done. Okay, we're going to split this. Remember, don't stand over the top of your tool, because you can't watch her feet. She's going to dance to another partner. I stay back away from my chisel. I get it started small on the corner and deep. Deep is important. Start in the middle, go deep, walk just the heel out, watch the splitting video. Go deep every time. Going deep is important. I always split coming at me, behind my anvil. I never step to the side. You'll have a tendency to be close to this side. Okay? when I'm splitting, even though my head might come up, I'm looking here. I'm always watching this, even though I can see that. Okay? Don't get this set and then look at this. Look at her pretty face, because her feet, when you squeeze your chisel, are going to go to a different partner. Your left, your right-handed. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to always slap my steel down. Oops, not fast. Okay, I always slap it down. I get my butt down, look under my chisel, start deep. Okay, now the steel's holding my chisel. Okay, and I'm going to walk up to where I terminated, or where I stopped my taper. I'm just about there. Okay, once I'm there, I just keep going and I send that deep where it's thick. I'm going to take it almost to the anvil on this heat, and then I'll just be able to split it loose on the aluminum. So I'm almost through. Okay? So I'm almost through all the way to the anvil, and I go almost to the anvil before I go to my aluminum or my mild steel cutting plate. I don't try to cut on this. I'm almost through. I'm just separating on this. Otherwise, it'll collapse against your chisel. It takes forever. So my cut's just about to split through. Let's go ahead. I've got one here ready to go. So I always have my tools the way I'm going to pick them up. I think about what I'm going to do with the forge, and I work at the anvil. Hammer's in my hand. Hold downs up. Here we go. I'm going to put it down. I always slap the end down to make contact. Small chisel cuts faster than a large chisel. I mean, more chisel in the cut. So I'm putting less chisel in the cut. Oh, this is one I already had in there. I didn't have it split to the anvil. So it is taking a lot longer. It was the one I had in there that I was going to, so I didn't have to watch. Okay, I'm split to the anvil. Now normally I would go to the vise and open this up, but I'm going to show you that in another heat. Again, that shows you how long that took when it wasn't quite split through. I grabbed the wrong one, but it's okay, I got it done. So what I'm going to do now is reset and show you how I'm going to open it up at the vise. Okay?